Hello, my name is Dhavall Gandhi. I'm the whiskey maker at Lakes Distillery. What we have behind here is our mash tun. First of all, before we get into the nitty-gritty details about our new make spirit and our whiskey style, I just wanted to share with you the style of whiskey we are trying to create here at Lakes Distillery. We are trying to create a house style that is sherry-led, wood-forward, and flavor-packed. To make that a sherry-style whiskey, we wanted a robust new make spirit. So the first step in our process is our mash tun. We have a clear wort. A clear wort gives us a much more fruity spirit, and it allows us to enhance those characters with our sherry cask during our maturation stages. And we use an unpeated barley. Currently we have been using Concerto, Golden Promise and Laureate, but we plan to use one barley going forwards. Fermentation is one of the most important processes for us to create the desired new make spirit we are after. Our new make spirit is light to medium body. It has tropical fruits, it has mixed berries, a hint of cereal notes and creamy texture. To create this new make spirit, which is enhanced for sherry cask maturation, we use 3 different styles of yeast. Each yeast strain gives us top notes, base notes and middle notes. To get our robust spirit, and for the 3-tier spirit architecture, we use the classic M strain of yeast that is used in the Scotch whisky industry. We also have a French yeast that gives us more of the base notes characters, and then we also use one heritage yeast which gives us a much more waxy and creamy texture to our new make. We have considerably longer fermentation times. Our fermentation times for our Type A spirit are around 96 hours. This allows us to create a much more lighter medium body spirit that with a very creamy texture and a mouthfeel. With longer fermentation times, we get into the malolactic fermentation stage, and that allows us to get much more yogurty, creamy texture on our new make spirit, which is a distinctive style of the Lake single malt. What you see behind me is the nerve center of our distillery. It's Vulcan, our automation system that completely automates the entire process from mashing all the way till spirit distillation. We decided to automate our distillery not to save cost on resources, but so that our team can focus on areas that truly matter and impact the flavor of the final new make spirit and ultimately the whiskey that we are trying to create. Our entire process, all the way from milling, all the way till the final spirit distillation, is completely automated. Behind me are our 2 copper pot stills. Our style is very Scotch style of single malt. We are sherry-led, wood-forward and flavor-packed. Our distillation process is very slow, and we have very high cut points, and we cut around 67 ABV. The smaller size of our stills and the slow distillation process, the narrow cut points allow us to create a light to medium style spirit with lot of fruity character, bit of creaminess and hint of cereal notes. Our copper pot stills were handcrafted in Scotland at Macmillan's. What's interesting about our stills is the downward facing lilam. It allows us to create a much more heavier and medium bodied spirit. The other interesting thing that we have at Lakes is our copper and stainless steel condensers. At Lakes we try to create 2 different new make spirits, Type A and Type B. Type A is our light to medium bodied spirit, and Type B is our medium to heavy spirit. So when we switch our condensers to copper, we have a much more lighter and a medium body spirit, and when we want to create a much more heavier style of character, we turn our condensers to stainless steel. This, along with a lot of changes in the parameters including fermentation time, mashing regime, we can create a much more heavier style of spirit, which is our Type B. On my right is our spirit safe. Even though our new make spirit cut points are completely automated and managed by Vulcan, our automation system, my team and I go through each and every distillate on a daily basis, and only when we are completely happy with the character and the style of the spirit produced do we fill them into the casks. Behind me is our spirit vat. After my team and I are completely satisfied with the new make spirit produced, the spirit is blended together with the weeks produced to create a composite of a 3-tier spirit architecture. This is where all the new make spirit from 3 different yeast strains are blended together before we fill them into cask. One of the most unique things about lakes is our slow reduction process. Our flow rates for reduction are around 6 liters a minute, which is very slow reduction. This allows us to softly reduce the spirit strength from 70% to our filling strength, which is around 63% and 58%.